My own child blackmailed me and ruined my life. It started when my 12-year-old daughter Lauren asked if she had to do the dishes. When I said yes, she pulled out her phone and turned it toward me. The photo on her screen was of me at a work conference 6 years ago, kissing someone who wasn't my husband. I found a whole folder of photos on your old laptop, she said. She smiled, but her eyes were cold. 23 total. Some are way worse than this one. So do I still have to do the dishes? My throat closed up. My husband would leave me if he saw these. He'd take Lauren and I'd lose everything. So I said no. She put her phone away. Good choice, she said before she walked away. That night I checked my old laptop, but everything was gone. The next morning I asked Lauren where the photos were. I have backups in 3 places and I scheduled an email to Dad. If I don't reset it every 24 hours, it'll send him the photos automatically. My hands shook. Want to hear what I wrote? She started reading. Dear Dad, Mom had an affair and I have tons of proof. I told her to stop and she looked up. The email will be sent tomorrow at noon unless I cancel it. Do we understand each other? I nodded. What choice did I have? The demands got bigger and she started acting like she owned me. First it was no bedtime and she'd stand in my doorway at 2 in the morning watching me. Then she wanted a $400 tablet. I said we couldn't afford it and she held up her phone. I could send everything to Dad right now. Want to watch me hit send? As her finger moved toward the screen, I screamed that I'd get the tablet. She smiled. You have 2 hours. I maxed out my credit card because the alternative was losing everything. A week later, she told me she wasn't going to school anymore. I said she had to, and she said, should I send these to Grandma too? My mother would disown me, and Lauren knew that, so I kept her home that day, and the next, and the day after. One morning, I woke up to find her at the foot of my bed holding her phone up, taking pictures of me sleeping. Just adding to my collection, she said. My boss called that afternoon, and Lauren stood in the doorway with her finger hovering over her screen. Tell them you quit, or I'll send it right now. I watched her finger get closer to the screen. I thought about how my husband would react, how he'd pack Lauren's things and leave. I told my boss I quit. That night, I tried to steal her phone, and she woke up instantly. Did you really think that would work? I have everything backed up, and if I don't check in every day, it automatically sends everything to Dad, Grandma, and your sister. I asked why she was doing this, and she tilted her head. Because I can, and because watching you panic is the best part of my day. Then she told me we were moving. I looked up houses online and found one I want. It has a pool, and it only costs $700,000. I told her that was impossible, and she walked over to where my husband was sitting. Dad, can I show you something really important? My heart stopped. Wait, she turned to me. So we're moving? My husband put down his book. What's going on? Lauren held up her phone with her finger over the send button. 5 seconds. 5. I couldn't breathe. 4. My husband stood up. 3. I could see the email open on her screen. 2. He reached for her phone. 1. I closed my eyes and said, stop. When I opened them, Lauren was smiling. Yay, we're moving. I couldn't take it anymore. I looked at my husband. I need to tell you something. Lauren's face changed. What are you doing? Stop talking. I kept looking at my husband. Take the phone from her. He took it and I watched his face change as he scrolled. When he looked back up at me, I saw something die in his eyes. When was this? I told him everything. I told him about the conference, the affair, 6 years of lying. He stood there staring at me like I was a stranger. Then I told him about Lauren and how she'd been blackmailing me for months. He looked at Lauren. Is that true? She just stared. He asked again and she nodded. He turned back to me. Pack a bag. You're staying somewhere else tonight. His voice shook. I need to think, and I can't do that with you here. I asked if we could talk and he said, you had 6 years to talk to me. Get out. I've been staying at my sister's house for 2 weeks. I don't know if we're getting divorced. All I know is that my 12-year-old daughter destroyed my entire life, and I let her do it because I was too afraid to tell the truth.